I'd like to ask you, dear panelists, to introduce yourself. Catherine, let's start with you.
Thank you. I'm Catherine Chaulet, the president of Global DMC Partners, and we represent DMCs all over the world. And the number one subject right now from each and every one of our clients is safety and security, and how to ensure safe programs all over the world.
Are they asking you questions about it, your clients?
Not only do they ask questions, they want us to have plans in place anywhere in the world for that.
Ada?
Hi, Eda Ozdan from Istanbul, Turkey. We've become experts on the subject. So I represent the DMC, MEP DMC Turkey, also Pacific World Turkey. But I'm actually on here on behalf of Site Global Association.
What's the abbreviation for MEP?
MEP DMC. So Prestige Management Company in Istanbul, serving all of Turkey.
Thank you. Simon?
Hello, I'm Simon Garrett, Managing Director of X-Venture Global Risk Solutions. I'm an event specialist consultant in safety and security, advising organisers and venues, and Reed Exhibitions, IBTM and Fear of Barcelona are all clients of mine.
Were you involved in the security of this event?
To a certain extent, yes.
That dog I saw in the entrance hall, was that yours? That German Shepherd with his muzzle?
No, I'm a consultant. I don't put guards or dogs in anyway.
But we'll come back to this event later, Simon, if you like. Rod?
My name is Rod Cameron. I'm Executive Director of the International Association of Convention Centers. We have 183 major international centers in 61 countries around the world.
That's a lot. And what you do there in the security role?
I don't do anything in security except enjoy it, but it's a big issue for our members. Obviously, there are a lot of expectations around, heightened expectations around security measures in venues these days. But at the same time, we're major buildings within our respective communities, which means there are a lot of other relationships and obligations that have to be dealt with along with what it is that the clients coming into the building need.
So your clients also ask for it, just like in Catherine's situation. Thank you. Mark?
I am Mark Sana. I'm Global Head of Security for Hyatt Hotels. I oversee our security operations around the world.
So first of all, whoever asked this question, I'm very thankful for it. I think a DMC, so a destination management company, is a critical actor in your risk management program. They can be the point of contact that will facilitate should any emergency happen. So the main thing you should ask DMC is, do they have a contingency plan, and how are they connected with the hotels, the venues, the different other parties that are part of this program. And so for instance, with hotels, you need to make sure that the DMC is involved in communications with the hotel in establishing who will be in charge of what should a crisis happens. Too often clients will focus on the hotel and how to manage a situation in a hotel or in a venue, but do not think about ground transportation, about what any activity outside of the hotel. That's where the DMC can play a role. And then if we speak about international, the DMC can help you with any language barrier or customs should a crisis happen. So do integrate a DMC, but make sure when you select a DMC that they have contingency plans and prove it to you.
So you don't only need lists of what to do, but also who's responsible for what.
Exactly, and when you have a crisis, when is it activated and who is responsible? It goes back to what we were discussing, which is having a base plan with key players and when and how they're supposed to.
From the DMCs?
Yes. Sorry, yes. Again, one size fits all does not work when you're thinking about crisis, and particularly when you're speaking on a global basis. But that being said, having some clear guidelines and training as well as processes that everybody agrees upon and all parties are involved with is absolutely essential. One of the I think key to success in any crisis is preparedness. So thinking in advance of what might happen. And by the way, a crisis is not just the massive terrorist threat. It can be an attendee within your group having a heart attack, or it can be something much smaller that can still disrupt dramatically the rest of the group. So how do you work all of these elements? And I think the secret for this, and that's what we do with our group, is making sure that different parties are prepared, have contingency plans, but more importantly, meet around the table and discuss who is in charge of what and how communication will happen should a situation happen.
But if you want to be prepared for every situation, you have to describe every situation. You have an enormous creativity in inventing situations that can happen. How do you prepare for all those situations?
So you obviously cannot prepare for all situations, but you can prepare for lack of communication if that's the situation. So being able to communicate and being able not only to communicate amongst themselves, but communicate to the rest of the group is what you need to put a plan on. Then any situation happening from small to large will be much better managed if that is.